Hey, welcome back to Roll Move Repeat for episode 17. I am Sean.
I'm Mandy.
And I'm the Sean that comes with an extended warranty.
I still don't
Do you know, I
understand.
look forward to these
I
every
do.
single time. Like, what's he gonna say? I wonder.
This, oh man, I don't know. I
Where do
I
you
don't
get
know.
them?
Yeah, I don't know where you get them. This is
I
crazy.
make them. I
You made
honestly,
them up?
I've made them all up.
That
Pretty
is
impressive.
I
crazy.
I
have
think you
not
should
used.
start a company.
I've not used
Some
AI. I have not Googled. I
That is
just look around and get
crazy.
ideas.
No, that is awesome.
pretty good.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So again, welcome back to Roll Move Repeat. We are on episode 17. Tonight our episode will be about giving games a second chance. So these are games that we played one time and we're just like, I want to try it one more time to see if I can actually make a decision if I like it or not. So,
Yeah.
before we begin our episode tonight, just remember to like, subscribe, share, tell everyone you know about us. We are really starting to grow and we want to bring our show to the masses. Our chaotic energy that's out there. We just love putting this out there. We also love hearing from you guys. We've had people that have commented on some of our videos as well as on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So please, please, please feel free to send us emails, anything you want. It's great. We're loving it. So let's start up right away. We're going to start with our normal segment, which is recently played, what we've been playing recently. And we're going to start with Mandy tonight. Mandy, we're going to you. Let's talk about it.
Slay the Spire, which I think we've kind of mentioned a little bit. Let me get up the details. Let's see. The designers are Gary Dworetsky, Anthony Giovanetti, and Casey Yano. The artists are Bruce Benisi, Jose David Lanza Sabrian. Oops, hold on one second. My alarm's telling me to do a podcast. And Annihilus Dorta. The publisher is Contention Games. So if you're not familiar with Slay the Spire, the video game, I'm not either. So we're in good hands there. I've heard of it, but that was it. But I've heard a lot of good things about how this was very, very true to the video game and how it was a fantastic board game replica of the video game. So I was kind of dying to give it a chance. I didn't necessarily want to run out and buy the video game, not knowing if I'd like it, but I just happened to get a chance to play this, the board game. So I really liked it. It was it's kind of a little bit battly, little fighty, kind of in a simpler version of like Gloomhaven, Frosthaven. I thought it was simpler battle strategy and simpler like I one of the I wrote down notes. What are like trying to think of mechanics, like simpler battle mechanics than Frosthaven and Gloomhaven, simpler than even like Stuffed Fables, which I think both of you guys have played, and Hero Quest. Those are all very similar, where you're like, I have an arrow and I'm going to shoot over there because I'm 3 spaces away and I have a line of sight and all this. This is just like you're on the board. There's a bad guy next to you. The bad guy's going to hit you because he's next to you. The bad guy next to the other guy is going to hit him. It's just very simple, and I'm here for that. So I liked that a lot. I like the board where you're kind of moving up. You can try to avoid battles if you want, but you can go toward them if you like the battle aspect of it. You can try to get more battles in. You get rewards if you win battles. There's spots on the map you can stop at to gain treasures and rewards too. So that's really fun. And then at the end of each act, I think there's 3 acts total, you get to fight one big bad guy and get a lot of rewards from that. So I've only ever played 1 act from it. I liked it a lot. I didn't feel the need to run out and buy it. However, I know a few people now that own it, and I'm happy to play it whenever they're there. And
Yep.
Sean's one of them.
We're pointing at
Yep.
Sean.
I got a copy.
Yeah. So I'm happy to play it whenever other people want to play. I don't feel like I need to run out and purchase it though, but it's still a really good game.
I really, really enjoy the video game. I cannot
Yeah.
tell you how many hours, and it's a time suck. It's one of those games where you put on. Now, again, I've had the first one and the second one. The first one, I
Oh.
cannot count how many hours that I've lost laying on my bed with the iPad playing and go, I got time for a little quick game. It shouldn't take me that long. 3 hours later, I'm still in the middle of playing it. It's like, oh, it's now 1 in the morning. I got to go to bed.
Oops. Yeah.
The second one is really fun too because they just made it. It just came out. It's still in, I guess, pre-access or early access. And the cool thing about it is there is a multiplayer, two-player multiplayer. Actually, one of the kids, Tyler, that we work with, he and I have played it at lunch a bunch of times, and it is so fun to play multiplayer because again, the strategy in it reminds me of the board game where you have to talk
Mm.
about, I'm going to attack this person for this, I'm going to use this, I'm going to do
Mhm.
that. I can actually weaken them. I can cause more damage. So you got to work together and strategize, which again,
Yeah.
just like the board game. I
Yeah,
love
I
it.
didn't say before it's a co-op game. So
Yep.
if you don't like co-op games, maybe it's not your thing, but it's really fun. I had a great time. I
It's
love
such a
co-op
fun
games.
game. It's such a fun game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sean, I cut you
So
off. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh no, yeah, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I got a copy of it, and actually, funny enough, I had played Slay the Spire, the video game, before. I hadn't really played it a lot, but after playing the board game, I've been playing it a lot this past week. So the video game, that is. Um, yeah, I enjoyed I really enjoyed it a lot, even though it's a deck builder. um, and now, having played the board game and then now playing the video game more than I had in the past, yeah, it's funny, like just a lot of like nice little touches that they did, like a very, like like you said, man, very true to the video game.
that's what
There's
I've
a lot
heard.
of, yeah, so yeah, I basically I finally just yesterday finished sleeving all the cards, which there are a lot of cards to sleeve. That took me a large amount of time, but I think it'll be worth it. So I can say the board game, there are the three acts, but there's this. It looks like there's some fourth act that you might unlock later. They're all like locked. Like
Oh,
they have like these, like, do not
Oh,
open until you're told to, kind of thing. So
that's really
some
cool.
things to unlock. Yeah, some things to unlock for later.
That is
interesting.
really
There's
cool.
Yeah.
That is really
and there's
cool.
something called Ascension that you unlock later. I don't know. I have no idea what that is because I haven't reached that in the video
Hmm.
game or anything. So yeah, some things to look forward to as we start a couple of games of
Fun.
this.
I'm really looking forward to
Yeah.
it. I gotta come over and play it because I am really looking forward to it. Again, I've been loving this game on the video games.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, Sean, we're coming over. Oh, you know what to do? Oh, bring it up. Bring it up next weekend.
Okay.
Bring it
Yeah,
up next
sure.
weekend.
No, bring it up. Yep.
All right. All right. So we're going to transition to mine. Unfortunately, I didn't play anything super new like you guys. I played Splendor. I went back and old schooled it. I
It's
played with you
okay.
guys, Splendor. We're not going to discuss where, but I was really, really close. So talking about Splendor here, it was created by Marc Andre. I think of my notes here. It was published by Space Cowboys. The artists are Pasquale Quadalt, Marc Andre, and Paul Verti. I again, this was in our Sweet 16 roundup last week, our surprise, and while it didn't go on, I really enjoy this game. I think what I want to do is actually do a Sweet 16 where we grab some of the older games like
Mm.
Splendor and stuff like that, Catan, uh, Carcassonne, and put them together and see which one of
Mm.
those will come out at the end. But Splendor is one of my favorite ones. I have played this, I can't tell you how many times. My daughter Angelica kicks my butt every time. I cannot win. Actually, sorry. No, I did beat once. I did beat her once. And then she took it from me so she could go practice with her husband. So they're like, "We want to borrow this." I'm like, "Okay, take." Um, but I really enjoy this. I love the fact that of the gem trading. I love the trying to get those points. I we played this in a tournament, or I played this in a tournament, and I have to say it's one of my favorite games. I really enjoy this game. If you say let's play Splendor, I'm all over it.
Mhm.
I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Um,
It holds up. It's
oh
just
yeah,
like a really good game that just holds up.
yeah, definitely, definitely. And
So it's funny. So I've played Splinter. I've just only split it a couple times. This most recently time with you was kind of just my second time. Um, I remember the first time I played it, I was like, yeah, that was okay, but I felt like it was kind of missing something. And after the
Mm,
second time, I think I figured it out. I think I prefer Century Spice Road to Splendor
Mhm.
because it's
hmm.
kind of a similar idea where you're trying to get to these gems. Like the gem in that game, like the gems are kind of like the end goal. You're trying to like get to these cards. But you're trying to like so you're trying to acquire, you're playing these cards to acquire the spices to get up to like and convert them to the higher levels. And I think I enjoy that aspect of it because it's got a little bit of that engine building going in it,
Yeah.
whereas I feel like there's not a lot of engine building. This one's just kind of like okay, I get this and I get this and I can get this other one. So I think because I think I prefer Cedric Spicer. I mean it's fine, I would play it again, Splendor again, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I like Sentry better.
Yeah, I mean,
Mm,
I could see that. I could totally see that because I mean, Sentry has that engine building thing. This one here is more of a, I gotta collect gems so that way I can hire or have these markets that I can use the gems to continue on.
hmm.
So with that being said, um, again, if okay, if I had to choose between those two, yeah, I'd probably choose Century Spice Road, but I really enjoy Splendor. Um, I like Splendor because of the way it plays. It's easy. It's super easy. It's one that you can literally teach to anybody. I mean,
Hmm.
the three rules are take 3 gems, take 2 gems if there's 4, take a card to build later, or build a card. That's it.
Hmm.
So again, it's super easy. So
Yeah. I like to the game pieces in the, if you're not playing on Board Game Arena, if you're just playing in real life, they're very hefty pieces. They're
yeah,
really well
they're
done.
like poker chips. They're as
Yeah.
heavy as poker
I
chips.
think they probably are just poker chips, like, but they're
Yeah,
fancy.
they're fancy poker
Yeah.
chips. I would sing the fancy song, but I don't want to get a strike against us, so we're not going to do
Oh,
that.
we can't do that.
No,
Don't
we
do
can't
that.
do we can't do that.
No.
But speaking of strikes, no, I'm just kidding. So Sean, we're going to talk about yours next, and I've never even heard of it. And then when you sent me the cover art, I was like, "What is this?" So please tell me about this game because this looks kind of
Oh, yeah.
cool.
I hadn't heard of it either until Mandy's cousin Ed was like, "Hey, you guys want to play Bullet?" Heck is this? Um,
Specifically
so
Bullet Star.
yeah, specifically Bullet Star, because there's also a Bullet Heart. So Bullet Star was designed by Joshua Van Lanningham. The artists were Collateral Damage Studios, Sebastian Cousineer, uh, Usain Koren, and Davey Wagnerok, and it was published by Level 99 Games. So this game is definitely pretty unique compared to a lot of others that I've played. So the basic premise is that there's this 3-minute timer that's started, and then everybody simultaneously starts drawing tokens out of their bags. Everybody has their own bag, and you start placing them on your board according to the color and numbers. Like each person's board, you got like several color columns that are arranged by color, and then numbers. And as the spaces fill up, you had to keep putting these tokens lower and lower on the color tracks. So like, and you're it's like if you had to put one that's got a 3, you'd have to put it 3 spaces down. But don't do like I do. Like you had to count all the empty spaces to put it down, not just like
Not
the
the filled
normal
ones.
spaces.
Yeah.
Yeah, I may have cheated for like the first half of the game unintentionally.
You know.
Um,
Again,
yeah, exactly. Again, now,
Formaggio, and then Bullet Star.
Yeah.
yep.
He's on a roll.
Uh, Now, if any of these tokens make it to the bottom of your track, then you basically take it. It's like you're taking a bullet, you take the hit, and after so many hits, then you're out of the game. And basically, it's kind of like a last person stand. You just keep going and going and killing, going until everybody's gone. As you are placing these, you have some abilities to kind of arrange them and move them around that you have energy to do, and you try to arrange them into these patterns. You get like these pattern cards you can try to fill out, and if you complete one of those patterns, then you get to remove some of those tiles and give them to the player next to you. If any of you guys are familiar with multiplayer Tetris, where once you complete like a 2 to 4 rows at a time, it would give a bunch of junk blocks to your opponent. It's kind of the same idea.
Oh, it's cool.
Each character has like a special ability, and then when you finish placing all the tiles from your bag, you get to pick a bonus ability, which is like usually just one-time use. The games move pretty quickly. Um, I I think I won, but like I said, it was only because I was cheating for the first half unintentionally.
Shame, shame.
Yeah, I we played like one round without the timer just to get everybody familiar with the game, and probably should have probably should have had Ed watching me and Christina since it was our first time, just to make sure that we were doing it correctly. But he was kind of invested in playing his own game. So, yeah, and that's the thing. Like everybody's playing simultaneously, so there's not really any way to watch each other. So like nobody was
Mm,
able to see that. Like, oh, Sean, you're not doing that right.
right. Until like halfway through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stop there because you may hear more about this game later in the podcast.
Mm,
Oh, spoiler alert.
dang, yeah.
Spoiler alert.
All right,
Yeah.
so then I'll ask my questions later. I'll wait. I'll wait. Maybe wait till later if maybe this comes up again. You know, we'll see.
Yes,
If it
wait till
comes up
later.
again, maybe I'll ask some more questions there.
Perfect.
All right. All right. So then let's transition right to our topic of the night tonight, which is second chance games. So again, these are games that when Mandy, Sean, and I were talking, it was games that we played once and we were kind of meh
Maybe twice.
about it, maybe twice, and we're kind of like meh about them. We
Mm.
kind of wanted to like them, but there's just something there that makes us. We haven't made up our mind yet if we like them or not. So we're gonna give them a second or third chance to see if it's something that we like. So I think Sean, you're starting it off. You're starting us off tonight. So we're gonna start with your first game
Okay.
with Arcs.
Arcs. Arcs is designed by Cole Werrell. Artist was Kyle Farron, and it's published by Leader Games. So this is one where technically this would be giving it a third chance because I have played it twice. I really want to like this game. It was designed by Cole Werrell, who also designed Root, which is one of my all-time favorite games, but I just have not loved it the couple times I played it. When I remember when I first saw a demo of the game at PAX several years ago, I could tell then it probably wasn't really gonna be my kind of game, so I just passed on it. I just kind of I was like, yeah, it's not for me. I just passed on it. But then I think it was the very next year they released this massive expansion for it, which actually cost more than the base game. I think the base game is like $60, and the expansion was like over $100. And this expansion comes with asynchronous alien factions to play, as well as like an entire campaign that you can play through. And Cole had done such a great job creating the asynchronous factions in Root, and I'm confident he probably did a great job with the factions in this Arc expansions, and I really want to try it out. Plus, I'm a sucker for big campaigns, and so like I really want to try this campaign. But like I said, I just don't love the game, and I feel like it stands to reason. If I don't like the base game, I'm probably not going to like the expansion, no matter what interesting changes and storylines and twists it brings. Um, but that being said, if somebody were to buy the expansion, I would definitely be up for playing it. But yeah, I mean, maybe I'll give it a third try. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm interested in giving the base game a third try. I definitely would like to try the expansion, but I don't know. I think I'm probably just. It just has not grabbed me. And Sean, I think you played with me both times as I've
Yep.
played it, and I think you didn't really care for it that much either.
No, there's just feels like there's something missing. It just feels like I don't
Mm.
know. Like there's just something about it that just feels off. And I don't know how to
Yeah.
describe it. It just feels like there should be something more to it. Like I'm expecting
Like,
it to be more. Board Game Geek has it listed as an 8.0.
Yeah.
So it's
I mean,
and when
yeah,
we
there's
first
tons of people who love it.
yeah.
So.
I, again, maybe it's the expansions. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I know there is again a little bit of that trick taking aspect of it, which again I'm newer to trick taking games, so I
Mm.
don't know if maybe that's just my side, probably my thing. Um, but again, I want to like it. It's because I really like Root. I really like
Yep.
the way Cole did everything there. So I was really hoping that when I played this, I was gonna fall in love with it. It was gonna be great. Maybe I just don't know the meta of the game. Maybe I don't know. There's something that I'm missing, and I have to play it again. Again,
Yeah.
give it that third shot. Do I want to play base game again?
mm.
Probably not. But yeah,
Did you guys, after playing that first time, did you reread the rules to make sure you weren't missing any like piece or something? Because I feel like that's what happens sometimes for me is like, this doesn't click. There's just something not clicking about it. And then it's like, oh, there was this piece I was missing that I didn't realize, you know?
I mean, I think the first time we played it, all three of us watched video beforehand.
yep,
Um, I'm,
Mm,
I'm fairly confident that we played it correctly.
yeah.
okay.
I don't think we were missing anything.
Yep. The second time we played it, we played with Ben, who he had played it
Yep.
before. So
Okay.
so I feel like if one of us had missed something the first time, he would have told us. But
Yeah, and he's really good at he's very good at rules and remembering everything. So
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I'll give it a second. Like you said, I'm not going to go out, or I don't have the game, so I'm not going to go out and get the game, and I'm not going to go get the expansion just so that way we have it. But if someone were
yeah,
to
right.
have the
Yeah.
expansion and they want to play, I will totally play.
Mhm.
Yep.
Does Ethan have it? I feel like Ethan might have it.
Ben does.
He does not. Ben does. I mean, we're
Okay.
trying to see if I can get him to bring it up sometime.
So
And Ben likes
give it a
this
try.
game? This is a fan favorite of
Did
Ben?
he? I forget. Did he like it after we played it
I
last
think
year?
he liked it, but I think it was one of those things where he said that he likes it, but he'd rather try it with the expansion. So
Yeah.
it could be that too.
Seems to be a recurring theme.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Remember, Jeff liked it, but he also kicked our butts.
Yeah,
so it may have been part of it.
destroyed us. So yeah, that was bad. All right. So your second game coming up is now. I like this game. Go ahead.
Yeah. So Wormspan, yeah, this is gonna be probably one of the more
Controversial.
controversial, thank you, takes. It's designed by Connie Vogelman. The artist was Clementine Campardo, and it was published by Stone Meyer Games. So I should probably start by saying that I've only played this once, and I had a bit of a chip on my shoulder when I played it, because it was introduced to me as, hey, this is basically Wingspan, but without the crappy egg spamming in the last round. It's such a cheap thing that I hate. And I was like, I like Wingspan, and I like egg spamming. What's wrong with egg spamming?
I do not like egg spamming, but
I know.
I
I'm
do like
well
Wingspan.
aware. I am
I
well
hate egg
aware. So yeah, I gave it a chance. So I think I was going into it with like kind of unfair, a bias against it without having played it. But I remember that I think the two things that stood out to me were so I love Wingspan, and one of the things that is beloved about Wingspan is that like it's all these real birds, like, all the different cards. Like it's a real bird that you could actually find in the wild, whereas dragons are mythical, and they probably couldn't get licensing for like dragons that you see in all the popular movies and theaters and everything like that.
Mm.
So all the dragons are basically kind of generic and made up dragons. So I was kind of like, no, well, this kind of takes away. I feel like this takes away a little bit of the theme. And I remember there's this whole thing where like, you had to like build the caves before you can put the dragon there. And I don't know, I didn't love that part. And then I kind of missed my egg spamming. So I
Do
I
dragons
definitely
not lay eggs? Don't they lay eggs? You can have a
they
dragon
do,
egg
yeah,
spam.
exactly, they do. Like they lay
Do
eggs.
they not have
It's-
eggs in it?
No, there's
Is
no
there not
eggs.
eggs? There's no
No.
eggs.
So
I don't think
yeah,
so.
I've only played it
I don't know about that.
once, but I really enjoyed it. But anyways, Sean, this is your game, so keep going, man.
Oh no, I don't have much else to say. So I need to give it another try. Like I need to give it another unbiased try and see. But I don't know. I kind of feel like I already own Wingspan, which I really enjoy. I already own Finspan, which may be talked about later. I don't really feel like I need to own the second one, like this one. So I'm probably, I'll probably play somebody else's copy, but I feel like I don't really necessarily need to get it.
Nice.
I'm
dying to play this one.
I like this game because again, there's it's a different game. So again, this is mythological where there's dragons and there's all these different dragons that you can bring and stuff like that. Some live in caves, some live in the forest and stuff like that. From my understanding, the end game is pretty cool. And again, like Sean said, you can't continue until you dig out the cave. So that being said, when you progress, there's not that egg spamming. You don't have to go like the last turn is like, all right, I need to get points, so I'm gonna go here and get 3 eggs. So I'm gonna go get 2 eggs, so that's 2 points, 3 points, whatever. It's very much like you're continuing to go on your own path and you're building things as you go. So I find it really fun. Now again, I've only played it once, so this would be this would, I guess, would fall under one of my second chance games as well, because again, from what I remember, I had a blast with it. But like Sean said, this is a game that's all about dragons and there's no egg spamming, and that was the way it was pitched to me, and I was like, yay.
Yeah, I feel like there's some thematical things that they could have done more with the dragon theme, and I feel like they didn't. But I don't know. I'll
All
give it
right,
another try at some point.
all right, I guess that will be mine. I have to get. Fine, I'll go buy it. I have credit. I'll go buy it.
Perfect. Go buy it.
All right.
I haven't played this one yet. I want to play that one.
All right. Well, again, if I go get it, we're gonna have to
I'll
play.
play.
All right. You're always up for anything.
Pretty much. Yeah.
All right, Sean, your third game tonight. Oh wait, didn't
All
we
right.
talk about this already?
Oh yeah, hey, look at this game.
Weird.
So Bullet. I already said who made it and everything. So so it's funny, despite it being a very unique game compared to everything else, it didn't really grab me when I played it. I was kind of like, yeah. I wasn't really into it's all the characters are kind of like this anime girl theme, and I wasn't really that interested in that. Um, I do kind of feel like I wish there was a little more interaction with other players. I feel like I could have probably just played it solo. Um, Now, to be fair, we were gonna play Slay the Spire next, and I think I was looking forward to that. I think I just kind of wanted to rush through Blood, be like, oh, why are we wasting our time with this game? We could be playing Slay the Spire. Um, but but I after we finished, was kind of like yeah, that was fun. Like it's probably that'll probably go into the pile of games I played once and will never play again. But funny enough, after we got home, my wife was like, I really like that game. We should get it. And I was like, doesn't really seem like the kind of game that you would like. So I don't know. We may be owning a copy of it at some point because my wife really
You'll have,
liked it, which is a bit of a surprise to me. But
you'll have to give it a
I,
second chance.
I may have to give it a second chance whether I want to or not.
That's fun. I liked it. I really appreciate that there's a timer, so you can't take forever. It's just,
that's a good point.
Yeah,
that's true.
it's the 3-minute timer, and once you're done with those 3 minutes, you finish out pulling out your tokens from your bag, and that's that. That ends the round, and you play. I forgot 5. Well, no, you play until someone's left.
Yeah.
So
Last man standing. Just keep playing until.
Yeah, but it doesn't. It's like 15 minutes.
That's cool.
It's really quick.
It's really quick. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, Sean, bring us home on your last game there.
All right, my last one.
Oh wait,
Sleeping
hold
Gods.
on. Should we have Mandy like turn off her headset
Look,
so she's
no.
not.
The funny thing is, I am in agreement with this because we have tried. This would be our millionth chance. I think we should just put it on a game we don't like.
So
Sad.
Sleeping Gods, designed by Ryan Lockett. The artist is Ryan Lockett, and it's published by Red Raven Games. As if you guys didn't know from every other Red Raven Games.
Yeah.
So so I actually liked Sleeping Gods. I think part of the problem was that it is super complicated. So the first time we played it, I think maybe I'd watched the video. I think we definitely hadn't all watched the video, and so we spent probably a good hour trying to figure and fumble our way through how to play and reading the rules and everything like that. And then you kind of started to get into it, and we played for a few hours. We didn't really make it very far, and then we had to put it away. And then we didn't play it again for like 5 months. So the second time we played it, we're like, oh, we had to relearn this whole thing again. Where we tried to pick up where we left behind. We didn't really remember what we were doing, and the game is really hard. So we kind of got demolished. And I think everybody was kind of like, yeah, this seems like a lot of work for not a lot of payoff. I really actually liked it. I kind of this is not necessarily a game that I didn't like that I need to give a second chance. This is a game that I just eventually I would like to get it to the table again. It hasn't been very high on the list because I think other people weren't as fond of it. There's a lot to like about this game. It's an open world game. You can go wherever you want and discover things. And like the ultimate goal is you're trying to find 8 totems or something, so you can kind of you're all from I think you're all from like the 1920s or 1930s United States or whatever, and you suddenly all show up in this world and you're trying to find your way back. And you're on your place cooperative. Everybody's playing together. You're moving around this boat. there's stories you read, there's things that you fight, and like I said, it's very hard. It's pretty complex, and I'd like to give it another try. I think it'd be really
I
fun.
know Josh would too. So,
Yeah.
I'll give it a try with you.
I don't know. Again, I will play anything. I'll play games I hate if it means playing a game. So I'll play it. But it just takes. I just remember one time. I swear to you, we each had 2 turns, and we'd been playing for like 5 hours. We're like,
It's
we got
it
nowhere.
does. I felt like it was very slow. It's definitely a lot of.
Very slow.
I mean, you kind of assist each other, so I think it's just
Yeah.
it's supposed to be designed that you don't feel like you're doing nothing your turn. That you know you you don't have to just go make a sandwich and wait for other people to finish before it's your turn again. But
True.
yeah, there's definitely a lot of downtime as people are finding stories to read and making decisions
Yeah.
and everything else, go through
I'd say
challenges and
we
whatnot.
also like. I specifically remember we like went to a cave, and we're like, yeah, this is gonna be great. Like, let's go see what's in this cave. And it turns out there's a really big monster or something, and
Hey,
we
no
got
spoilers.
demolished. And then sorry, I don't even know. There's pages upon pages of maps and so many caves. It probably isn't the only cave that has, like it'll be fine. But it's just we were not prepared for whatever was in the cave, and we had to run away, and that had taken so much time. And then we were like, and now we're left like with nothing, and we have to go find a market somewhere so we can like do something. It was just like a lot of, oh, we lost. What do we
Yeah.
do?
It is funny when I was looking up all the information for this, I glanced at the reviews on Board Game Geek, and I mean, there's some people who are saying this is the best board game I've ever played. Thank you so much for creating. I love it. And there's other people playing am I missing something? This game was terrible. I hate it. So it's definitely it's definitely a little divisive on the
I think I've
reviews.
heard Ryan Lockett say this is one of his favorite games he's ever created. And I
Yeah,
was just like, really? Okay.
I want to give it a try. I want to give it a try. The one thing that Sean kind of alluded to, which was making me think back to a playtest game where you go make a sandwich, have a shower, fly to Japan and back,
Do
and
some
then it
laundry.
might be your turn. We're not going to discuss the game because we're under NDAs,
yeah,
but there was a game that we had play tested that
yeah.
that was
You take your turn, and then it might be an hour until your turn came around again. You
yeah.
just go take a nap.
So yeah, but yeah, so is it like that, Sean? Is it that bad, or is it not as bad?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't
No,
that bad.
Okay, all right,
No.
all right. Oh, that's
no.
good.
You're
That's
all
good.
kind of discussing at the same time. It's just a lot of discussion, and then somebody moves, and then you go somewhere, and you're like, okay, but what do we do when we're here? There's a lot of discussion.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. Well, I'll have to break this one out because I want to try it because granted, it's a
There you go.
Ryan Lockett game, so it's supposed
Yeah.
to get to the table for this group.
At some point. I didn't tell you guys that he's doing you can like fly to Utah. Where is it? Utah?
Okay.
And like he's doing a play test thing that if you can like sign up to go.
Really?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know.
Mandy,
Is
but
there
you
I
have
thought
that.
about it.
Mandy, you
is there
have
is there
that no contact order. You're not allowed to go.
is there a flight to Utah in your future, Mandy?
No, unfortunately, I did look. I may have looked up prices, but and I may have looked to see how long it takes to drive to Utah from here. It is 3 days.
You are
I
going to
will
get
not be
that no
going to
contact
Utah.
order. You are going to get that no contact order. I'm just saying
So
right now.
sad. I know, especially not liking Sleeping Gods. Yeah.
All right, we're going to jump over to mine now. I have my first of my 4, which is Moon Colony Bloodbath. This was put out by Donald Bacanio. Franz Vowinkle is the artist, and Rio Grande is the publisher. This got a 7.6 on Board Game Geek. I played this once at PAX. It was in the first look. I played it with Sean and I played it with Christina. This is a game. Would you say a game of attrition? Basically, you have a colony on the
Yeah.
moon.
That sounds right.
And everything is trying to kill you. Everything is trying to take out your people that are on there, your population. There's robots that decide to go have an uprising or something. It is just a crazy, crazy game, and you can't be mad at the fact that when things don't go right, because that's the whole game.
Mm.
Things just don't go right, and you're just losing population, and then you got to make decisions on, do I lose population or do I lose money? If I lose money, then I can't pay my guys to get food, and it's all these little, like,
Mm.
if this happens, this happens, this happens. um i I liked it, but again, it's rage inducing because again, you have to make decisions based upon what you think is going to get you further than everyone else. uh
Yeah.
and I yeah, it was one of those things. I have to play it again to say if I really, really liked it. I get excited talking about it because again, it was just a new concept to me. Where again, the war of attrition to see who could outlast by keeping their population alive the longest, um, and that's what makes me excited. But again, it was also rage inducing. I don't know how else to describe it. Um,
Yeah.
Sean, I know that you when when we talked about it, you were like, I don't know this game, and then you saw the cover art, and you're like, oh wait, I do remember that game. So,
Yeah, yeah, and I kind of looks like, oh yeah, I guess I do kind of remember playing this. I guess we played just like last year too,
yeah,
apparently 2025.
yeah,
Yeah, and then I kind of started coming back to it. It's like, oh, I do kind of remember this game. Um, Sean, have you ever heard or played a game called Nuclear War?
no,
It came out. I mean, it came out like 20 years ago. I remember playing it like 20 years ago. I may have it's probably older than that. I remember like in that game, like it was a similar thing. You also have this population, and then like you're basically trying. It was like the last person, last man standing. You're using a combination of like propaganda and nukes to kind of blow up other people. And I remember playing a couple games, and then I had this one game where it was just like it was me and this one other guy, like we're the last two standing. We just kept firing nukes at each other and just went on for like a good like half an hour until eventually like one of us and afterwards we're both exhausted. We're just like, you know what? That wasn't a lot of fun. And I think the I think I realized while you were kind of talking about this that I think it's because it's not a game where you're trying to win. Like you're not trying to find ways to get points to win. You're just trying to hang on and
The
not lose.
longest.
Yeah,
yeah,
not
Yeah.
lose first.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so I
You want to
feel like
lose last?
I feel like if you are the winner, it's not very rewarding. It just it doesn't feel very like you accomplished anything. And so I think there's definitely a lot of people who definitely like that kind of game. But yeah, I think I agree. I think we all finished. We're like, okay, well, that was
Mm.
a game.
so I just have to digress here for a second. Normally, I'm apologizing because my rabbits are going nuts in the background. I have to apologize tonight because there's motorcycles going up and down the street next, because we're up in New Hampshire right now and it's bike week. So they're just literally just going up
Oh.
and down the street. So if all of a sudden you start hearing motorcycles, that's what's going on. So I was watching it go up on my, one was just going by and I just watched it go up on my mixer and I was like, oh man, mute the quick. So I
Yeah, I
apologize
saw
if,
you muting and unmuting. I'm like, what's
yeah,
he doing there?
yeah, there's a motorcycle going by. So we're up here and it's bike week. So the motorcycle's just literally going up and down the street.
Nice.
So, yeah, that nuclear game does not sound like a fun time. And this one here,
No.
like you said,
No,
trying not
it's
to
not.
lose first. So, all right,
Yeah.
down to my next game, Arkham Horror the card game. This one reminded me of, oh, actually, hold on, back up. Sorry. This was put out by Nate French and MJ Newman. There are 7 artists located on the Fantasy Flight website, as well as Board Game Geek. This this had a rating of 8.1. Now, um, I only remember this vaguely because we played it, but I remember to the point where it kind of reminded me of the Pathfinder the card game, except it just didn't seem as fun. Um, the outcomes of different things, the um, decisions you had to make, it just didn't seem like, it just wasn't something that I really appreciated. If I had to choose between this or Pathfinder the card game, I would choose Pathfinder the card game. Um, And so, yep, now you hear the
I
motorcycles
hear
go
'em.
by. Yep,
Oh,
They're
yeah,
let's
I
go
hear
there.
it.
by again.
I heard that before, and I thought I was breathing really loud into my microphone.
No.
I'm like trying to move my microphone away. Like, what am I
No,
doing?
they've taken over the
Okay.
campground. So,
All right.
but yeah, so sorry about that. But anyways, the like I said, just the way that things happened in the game didn't hold my interest. I really want to give it a second chance because of the fact that I really like Pathfinder the card game. I had a granted. Let me say it this way: the group that we played with Pathfinder the card game was awesome. It was Sean, Jeff, Dave, um, Andrew, and I, and we had a blast. It was a lot of fun playing those games and really getting into it. Um, so I really want to try this one again and see how it plays out. Um, I don't know. I just this is one that I want to give a second chance to. I hear it's so great. I've read the reviews online, both on Board Game Arena and other websites. It comes highly recommended for card games that are like the board game card games. Like I said, the first time I played, I was kind of like, I don't know. I just couldn't get into it. I don't know what it was.
Do you own it?
I do not. I do
Okay.
not.
I
But
was
yeah,
gonna say, bring it
I-
over.
I know that I played this with you.
yep.
I recognize the box. I don't remember anything. I don't remember anything about the game. So
How long ago was it?
This is a while.
You guys yeah.
it must have been at
Pre-pandemic.
least 2019.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pre-pandemic.
2019 maybe.
Yeah.
Um,
So
So
BC
I mean,
before COVID.
it must not have been
Yeah.
very memorable since I don't remember it.
yeah.
there's other games
Yeah.
there's other games I played only once back in like 2018, 2019 that I do remember, but I do not remember this one. So
Mm.
Speaking of
didn't stick
playing
out.
games in 2018, 2019, I'm going to bring up my next one, which is Spirit Island. Now, this is going to be my controversial pick because so many people love this game.
I've heard such good things.
The creator is R. Eric Russ. There are 15 different artists on this, which you can find their names at the Greater Than Games website, as well as Board Game Geek. Board Game Geek has a rating of 8.3. This is my highest rated game that talks about that is my second chance pick. Sean and I played this with our friend Jonathan, and I think did Chris? I mean Chris, but did we play with Jonathan? I don't think.
I
Or
think
was it
so.
just the three of us?
I can,
Yeah.
if you really want to know, I can check.
Yeah,
but
let's
I
bring
think
that
it
up
was
because I can't remember if it was just the three of us or it was the four of us. It was Chris brought this over, and he really liked it. And I remember playing it. I was just like, yeah,
it's Jonathan.
Was it Jonathan too? So I remember
Yep.
it's like, yes, we're gonna work together and we're gonna save our island from these people that are trying to take it over that are moving in, and we're like, nope, kick them out, get
Nasty
them out
humans.
of here. Yeah, nasty humans, get them out. And I remember like working, playing together and working, and I was just like, this is great, but I think a little bit there. I don't remember if there was a quarterbacking in this one or not. Maybe that's why it turned me off. But I remember, I remember something with the games in terms of like trying to figure out how the cards played, and it took a while to figure out some of the cards. And then once you figured out how the cards played, it was kind of hard to I don't know, I just felt like you were always falling behind. And then you'd catch up and then you'd fall behind again. It might be me. I want to say it's me. Because again, I remember I played this one and I remember playing it once and it was just kind of like meh. But then reading the reviews on how awesome this game everyone says it is, I'm gonna have to give it a second chance. I don't have it, but I'm gonna have to find a place to borrow it or something. Maybe they might have it at the library to see.
Is it a game that you have to like destroy things when you? It's not like that. You can replay it. It's not
No,
like
it's not a
legacy. It's not a legacy game.
No.
I only ask because I actually have this at my house right now.
Oh.
My cousin Sean, who's probably listening right now, hello.
Hi, Sean.
He, I have way too many Seans in my
Sean.
life. I know, third Sean, spelled completely different than you guys.
But
are.
remember, I'm the one with an extended warranty.
That's right. So he had us keep this at our house, figuring we'd all play at our house sometime. But I haven't played it. It's just sitting downstairs, and I keep eyeballing it. So
All right,
I want to play it.
I'm gonna have to come over and we're gonna have to play it one more time. So
Yeah.
this will be.
I can't play with you though because I gotta play with my cousin Sean.
Oh. All right. So then
So
we
you
won't-
guys will
we
just
won't-
use his copy.
We won't tell.
we
Won't tell.
won't tell.
Sean, go away for a second. Don't listen to this next part.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll give it a second chance. It's good to know
Yeah.
that you have it, and that after you play with Sean, you can play with us and see if maybe I
Okay.
can give my second chance.
It's not mine. It's his.
It's
He
his.
might
Oh,
take it
it's
back.
his. Okay. Well, if he takes it back again, we'll check the library. Maybe you know what
Okay.
to do. Then what we'll do is I'll get it from the library, and then you can play it again because it's not his copy. It's the library's
It's not his
copy.
copy.
There we go.
There
True.
we
So we can get around that.
go.
All right. And my last one here is Wayfarers of the South Tigris. This is put out by Shem Phillips and S.J. McDonald. Mihalo Demetrovsky. I'm going to say that wrong. I apologize. Demetrovsky is the artist, and Simon Global Limited put it out. And there's my dog in the background.
I was gonna say somebody's dog.
Yep, no, that's my dog. So I really, really like this game. But the problem is it's really, really hard to play. Like you were talking about Sleeping Gods out being a really hard game. I have Architects of the West Kingdom, which is a really simple, easy worker placement game. So when this came out, I bought it for Allison so that way we could, because we both loved Architects. So I'm like, oh, Wayfarers of the South Tigris. This should be a really fun game. Let's learn it together. And we were watching the playthrough, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to watch this again. And we watched it, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to watch this again. And
Slower, at a slower speed.
yeah, at a slower speed.
Half speed.
And so learning how to play it didn't seem too difficult. What happened at the end was how to score. Because the scoring sheet's like, all right, here's your scoring sheet. Here's all the things. It's a tableau. Put this in here. Do this, do that, do that. And it was like, all right, how do I count this up? If I have this, it's 5 this, and it's the. So again, the game itself might be really easy if you play it more than once. Now, we only played it once, and it was one of those like, yeah, we had a lot of fun with it, but it's really difficult, so we're gonna have to play it again. And it literally just sat on the shelf. It's one I want to get back to the table. The way you play it is that you're literally setting up a place where you're building up like your town on one side, your river, like your the Tigris on the other side. You have your sky above you, so that way you can, find your way with the moon and shooting stars and stuff like that. And if you count the shooting stars, and that's where you could get so many points. So it's a really weird game in terms of like there's all these different things you have to do that line up, and then you have to progress on this track to get extra points, and you're rolling dice, and each die roll you have to line up and then use whatever's in front of you, so like a camel or a telescope or something like that. Again, I'm not describing it very well because I've only played it once. Like I said, it was a lot of fun, but it was really, really hard. It was just, I just remember it being really, really difficult. Not, yeah, I would say probably more difficult than Ark Nova. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I just remember it being really, really difficult. And, with it, let's see. Yeah, okay. So I'm looking it up right now. It's a 3.8 weight on Board Game Geek. So it is a pretty heavy game.
Out of 5?
Out of 5, yeah. 3.80.
Yeah.
So it is a
Okay.
pretty heavy game. So
Yeah.
So that would be my next one. I kind of massacred it, but I really enjoyed the game, but it's really, really difficult. So
Do you think Allison felt the same as you, or do you feel like she liked it?
I think she felt like, again, we both liked it, but I think she liked it. But again, it was really difficult. I think the scoring was what threw us
Right.
off at the end, because it was the scoring was kind of nuts. So
Yeah. It's always hard with those where it's like so hard. You're like, okay, it was good, but like it just doesn't make you want to like bring it to the table right away, because if it didn't click easily that first time,
yeah,
it makes it harder to be like, oh yeah, let's play that again. Because you're like,
Yeah.
I think I gotta relearn it again. Like,
Yeah.
it's a lot of effort.
your assessment is right on. Like, again,
Yeah.
It didn't click the first time. We want to try it again, but it's just one of those things where we look at it like, yes, we want to play that, but oh look, Ark Nova.
Right. But something we know how to play.
Yeah. So
And unfortunately, then too much time goes by, and then you forget how to play it. And,
yeah,
Completely. Yeah. You just
Yeah.
gotta I know.
Once the basement's done and we have the board game table out, then I'll probably pull it back out and try to play it again. So
Yeah.
all right, Mandy, you're going to
Good
finish it
plan.
up tonight with your last 4. So let's bring it down to
All
your first
right.
game of the 4, Calico.
All right. Get ready here. All right. This one, Calico, is my first one. It is designed. I'm going to bring this over here so it doesn't look like I'm looking at a totally different monitor, which I totally am. Calico is designed by Kevin Russ. The artist is Beth Sobel, and the publisher is Flat Out Games. So I actually really liked the premise of this. It was, I think you're trying to sew the coziest quilt or something. I think you're trying to attract cats, if I'm not incorrect, like to get them to come sit on your quilt or something. So, and you're trying to just maximize your score based on the patterns you put down and where you put them, because each little, you can kind of see it on the picture if you're looking on YouTube. The little like, was that hexagons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think hexagons are
Yeah.
different patterns and colors. And depending on how you put those on, you can score differently because there's cards that everyone is using that are just public cards that you score points off of. So everyone's trying to make the same sort of patterns. At the same time, and I don't remember exactly how, but you can also collect buttons and put buttons on there. And you can also be collecting cat tokens and putting cat tokens on there. And it's just between all the different things, you have a very kind of little board, and between all the different things, it was just a lot to try to like figure out like how best to maximize your points. I was kind of glad when it was over because I felt like I was getting a headache from it. It was it was just stressful for me. I don't know that I can ever be zen enough to play this game, but it is I can see where people would like it. I don't know. I'll give it another chance because I want to like it. I thought it was a cute little idea. It was just maybe it was just the first time. It was just a lot. There's a lot of placement. There's a lot of patterns. There's a lot to think about how you're putting things down, and you're ruining one thing by putting something here. But if you put it there, you get something else, and it's like, oh, well, which one scores more? And oh, if I put it there, I can't get a button, and it was a lot. So I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily my game, but I can give it another shot.
Describing it the way you are reminds me a little bit like Patchwork. I don't know if you ever played Patchwork.
I haven't, but I've since playing Calico, I've stayed away from Patchwork because I think it's similar.
I
I'm
think you'd
like
like Patchwork better.
better. Okay.
That's more of a Tetrisy game than it is a hexagon to hexagon game.
Okay.
I
Maybe
would,
I'll have to try that one then.
I would try it. I would try it.
Yeah.
But again, I've never played Calico, so I can't speak on that aspect. Sean, have you?
I never even heard of it.
Oh,
So
okay.
I never, until I saw the image, I didn't even know what it was.
I've heard of it because again, it's at our library, but I haven't grabbed it. So
you have a good library, given like just lending out all these games.
yeah, we actually it's pretty big. Our library
Yeah.
and where we live is pretty big.
I wonder if they're part of the network that we're a part of. I can just come to your library. What's that?
They're part of the Minuteman.
Oh no, we're part of Noble.
Oh, no. That stinks.
Mm-hmm.
Womp womp.
All right.
Oh well.
Let's get to your second one then.
All right.
Oh, Dawn.
My next one. I know, right?
What?
Anyway, for those not looking at a screen, it is called Wingspan, a Wingspan game. Designers are David Gordon and Michael O'Connell. The artists are Catalina Martinez, Ana Maria Martinez Yaramillo, and Mesa Schumacher. The publisher is Stonemaier Games. So I did like the game. It's not that I didn't like it. I did like it. I just kind of feel like in a similar way to Sean and his Wormspan, I have Wingspan, and this isn't far enough away from Wingspan for me to run out and buy it. Or like if we're gonna, all play a game together and this is in the group, I'd play it if everyone else wanted to, but I'm probably not going to be like, yes, let's play that. That's an amazing game. It's just kind of like, I don't know. It was a lot like Wingspan. the one thing I actually missed was that in Wingspan, there's 3 cards that everybody can pick from for birds that so you can like technically steal one that somebody else wanted. That's like the only way you can get in each other's way in Wingspan. They've taken that away in Finspan, so it's actually even more solitaire. You don't when I played this recently, we were just playing with our hands face up because it doesn't matter. You don't get in each other's way. You're all just playing on your own. Um,
That kind of
I
stinks.
mean, yeah, it was fine. It wasn't a bad game. I just don't feel like you necessarily, if you already have Wingspan or you already have Wormspan, I'm guessing, you probably don't need Finspan unless you just really like fish. Maybe you like fish more than you like dragons or birds, and then
I,
get this
I
one.
do
But they're
I
all
do like
pretty
fish.
similar. What's that?
I do like fish.
You like fish. There is a little bit of a difference. There is eggs, but they're just little tokens. And then if you sometimes the eggs hatch and you turn them over and they become little fish.
Hmm.
And then if you get, I think it's 3 fish on the same space, they turn into a school of fish. And then the schools all score at the end. So that's a little bit different. That was kind of cool. I liked that because you can move the fish around. So that kind of depends on where they are. Um, that was kind of a neat addition that's not in Wingspan. So
Cool.
but overall
I
good.
remember
Yeah.
I remember seeing this being demoed, and I liked that they had like the different depths. You could have different fish at different depths. I thought that was pretty interesting. I
Yeah.
I felt like it made sense that they would come out with a fish version of Wingspan because so one of the things that makes Wingspan so fun for people is that there's so many birds and they're all represented. Well, same with the fish. I mean, there's tons of different species of
So many
fish.
fish. Yeah.
So I feel like that could be something that they could do in this game. I haven't, I own it, but I have not played it. It is on my shelf of shame, and I need to actually play it
You
at
need
some
to
point
play
to
it.
decide if I
Shelf of
like it or not.
shame. Shelf of
Right?
shame.
Yeah. It's I mean it's not a bad game. It's definitely worth if you already have it. I don't think you'll hate it or anything. But I just felt like the depths is kind of equivalent to the different in Wingspan, how it's like they could either be in the forest, in the water, or in what's the third, the plains or something.
Planes,
You know,
yeah,
there's 3 different areas that a
grassland,
bird
whatever.
could live in. Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
So, and I just kind of equated that same as fish. I'm like, okay, there's like 3 different depths that they could live in. Like I was like, it's the same, except Wingspan goes sideways, Finspan goes down.
Yeah. Okay.
Do they have like
So
do they have like bottom? Do they have like starfish or clams or things like
I
that?
didn't see anything like that. Not to say they don't. I only played it the one time. But they did have some of the weird ones that live on the bottom with the weird light that goes
Oh
out
yeah.
like
Like
this. I don't remember what they're called.
anglerfish.
Anglerfish. Yeah.
Yeah, anglerfish. So those were kind of cool.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
there's some cool fish.
Very cool. All right, Mandy. So let's bring you to your third game now, which I'm going to have a little bit of a discussion with you on this one. So, all right, take it away.
This is Perch. Designer is Douglas Hetrick. Artist is Ari Oliver, and the publisher is Inside Up Games. So you brought this over, Sean, to our house, and I was actually the one who suggested taking it out and playing it. I loved the artwork. I was completely judging a game by its cover. I was like, yep, let's play this. Birds, great artwork. What's not to like? It's one of those ones that, like you were kind of explaining before, it didn't quite click. I don't know what it was. I was just like, okay. I just felt like it was like I was clunking my way through the whole thing, and then it was just over. I'm like, okay, did I play it correctly? I don't know what just happened. It just didn't ever click where I felt like I was trying to make some strategy or something. But basically, what the whole premise is you have your color, everyone has their own color birds. You place them on different places on these different, is it cards or is it a board? I can't remember.
Cards.
It's cards. So and each card does different things. You score different ways on different cards. And there was, I don't know, I did like the aspect that you automatically get 2 of your birds to put on to the different cards, but then you also get 2 more birds that you pick randomly from a bag. So they could be yours, they could be other people's. That was kind of cool because then you can put other people's where it hurts them. So you can really screw somebody over in that way. I did like that. Thought that was really fun. Different aspect that you don't usually get. I don't know what it was. It just felt clunky, and I can't even put a finger on what it was, which is why I want to give it a second chance, because it's not like I'm just saying all out I don't like it. I didn't
Mhm.
not like the fountain part. Like there's certain cards that if you got, I don't know, like 3 birds on it, then you had to all your birds went to the fountain or something. But the fountain scores you points.
Yep.
So I'm like, I feel like it
Mm.
should be not beneficial to get kicked off a card, but sometimes it was beneficial to get kicked off a card. So
Yep.
I don't know. It wasn't, I don't know. I felt meh by the end.
S-
So,
So I've played Smash Up, which this kind of reminds me of.
mhm,
I don't remember if Sean, if you've played
Yep, I
Smash Up
remember
with
Smash
me.
Up.
So
Yep.
I feel like Smash Up there, this adds to it. Now again, Smash Up is you are competing over areas. So like it's different lands, it's different like what do you call it? Like just different areas of like Area 51, depending, or the Grand
mhm,
Canyon or something like that, depending on which one you're playing. And there's ways to screw people up by different cards. They send things to different areas and so on and so forth. Um, Perch, and there's only three things you're fighting over until it hits a certain threshold, and then at that point you score it. With the
mhm,
with the Perch game, it's played only over seven rounds. Was it 7 or 5? I can't remember. 5 rounds,
It
and
was
mm,
5.
it was five.
I don't
And
remember.
then with it, it wasn't like you score each card at the end of the round. So it's not like you have to wait for a hit a threshold or anything else. So I
Right.
found this one a lot better because again, you can mess someone up just by putting their birds in an area that's like,
And
oh,
yeah.
if they have the most birds in this area, then the top, they get no points. If it's if it's the if so I could keep putting Mandy's birds on top of it and they're going to get
Mhm.
0 points.
Yep.
um but yeah, so I find I like it a lot.
Yeah, I definitely wanna try it again. I just was, like, not as excited as I was when I first started playing. I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be great." And then I was like, "Oh, it's not as great as I thought it was gonna be." So,
We'll have to definitely bring it over again
yeah,
and play it because I think if you play it the second time and you understand like how things work, because
maybe.
again we were learning it together, all of us were learning it together. It was, who was it, you, me, Christina, and I don't
And
think
me.
Josh played, yeah,
And
and
Sean,
Sean.
I don't think he played either.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah,
he
it was just
was,
the 4 of us.
at his gig or something.
yeah, oh that's right, we were watching his gig
Yeah.
on congratulations Josh, by the way. We were watching your gig that night, so but yeah, so I think I think we'll have to play it again, and this time, like again, we
Mhm.
should have a better understanding on how we played it,
Yeah.
and it will probably click for you.
Yeah.
Have you gotten
I'm
have
hoping.
you gotten your family to play it yet, Sean?
Not yet. Again, we played it, and then we played it together, and I was really excited to play it, and then the basement thing happened. So,
Oh, yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember I liked it. I find this type of game to be stressful, so I like it, but I have to be like the right
Yep.
frame of mind for it.
Mm,
Um, but funny story about this game. I remember when you first got it, and you were saying like, oh, I really want to teach you Perch. We want to play it. I don't know why, but for some reason, when you said Perch, I immediately thought of the fish type that's called Perch, and I was like, game
who
about a
made it?
perch fish? I don't know. That just doesn't sound very fun. Like, and it wasn't until you like basically brought it and popped on the table. I was like, oh,
Oh.
perching like birds perching on thing. Oh, I get it. I don't know why I had perched the fish in my head. I don't know that's why this is the first thing I went to, but
That's
yeah,
funny.
That's
It's
too
like
funny.
somebody made an entire game just about one specific type of
yeah,
fish.
it's one very yes, one
And the
very
most and
specific
like the
fish.
least such a boring type too. Not maybe like a barracuda, like a perch.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
funny.
All right, let's finish up the night with your last one, Mandy. And it is.
It is Trekking the National Parks, the board game. I believe the one I'm talking about is the second edition. So that's what I got the stuff for. I can't remember. It's been a while. Designer is Charlie Bink. The artists are Charlie Bink and Robert Islas. And the publisher is Underdog Games. So like I said, I've played this. It was so long ago. Um, I just remember it kind of reminded me a lot of Elfin Roads, which I don't think you guys had played with me. I used to have it. Reminded me a lot of that. If anyone's ever played it, it's kind of like you go around to different things and you're trying to like basically land in every spot. And that's what this was. Like all the national parks were there and you were trying to get around to as many national parks as you could. I remember finishing and kind of thinking, wow, that was a really super basic game. Like there was one thing that was all you had to do. And it just didn't do it for me. I was like, okay. I mean, maybe I have since read that there's a first edition, and the first edition had airports, and so I was like, maybe that would be interesting. I wonder why they took out the airports. They clearly something was wrong with the airports, so maybe I don't know. But I just felt like it was a little too basic. It was just like you're just putting your people around trying to go to all the national parks, and that was the whole game. I don't remember, but it's been a long time, so maybe I'm just not remembering the different ways of scoring or something. It didn't do it for me, but yeah, maybe if I try again, maybe it will. I do like trekking through time. That was an amazing game.
I haven't
So
played
good.
that one.
So I'm just shocked that I like one, but not like a lot, and the other one was like, meh. So
Sean, did you
have
play
either
this?
of you guys played this?
No, I've not. I've heard of it, but I've never played it.
Yeah, I haven't played it either. I've heard
Yeah.
of what was it? Trekking Through Time.
There's 3 of them. There's trekking there's trekking the national parks. I want to say the other one's like trekking the world or something.
That's the one
And
I've
there's
heard.
trekking
Yeah.
through time. Okay, trekking through time was really good. Really thoroughly enjoyed that one. And then this one was just so super basic in comparison that I was just like, really? Like they're the same people? Like it didn't feel like the same game at all. I was kind of surprised. So now I'm curious to try that other third one that I haven't tried.
All right.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was more than one.
There's 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. I'd heard of this one. I just never played. I didn't know there was a trekking through time or through the world.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty the other one's good. I'll have to try it again, but I think my brother-in-law has it, so maybe that's how I'll do it.
All right.
Play his game. Yeah.
Or you could just go out and get it with credit that you have from.
No.
No, is that a no? No, no.
No.
No, no.
No. I'm shaking my head no for anybody that's not looking at YouTube. Nope. I don't know what I'm gonna get my credit. I gotta think about that. If anyone has suggestions, put them out there.
I think you should.
I burned through all my credit. I had over $300. I spent it all.
Spent that fast.
Yeah. Well, no, I'd had it for a while. I just but yeah, when I made the decision what games to spend, yeah, I burned through it all in one.
I have about
all in one go.
$200 and something now, so I'll have to see what I'm gonna go get. I keep looking at a couple of them. Speakeasy's one. That's one that I kind of look at. I'm like, oh, that looks kind of fun.
Maybe, yeah.
But that's also expensive too.
I don't know what I want.
Sean wants me to go buy Gaia Project and the other one, and then we'll play them both and then see which one he likes more.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide between Terra Mystica, Gaia Project, and Age of Innovation. So yeah,
I'm not buying all 3. I'm not buying. I'm
well,
just telling you now.
That's fine. Well, nicely, we're
each
sounds
buy
like we're
one.
gonna play. You're gonna play Gaia Project next weekend, and they're all on Board Game Arena, so we just play them all, and we can play through all 3 of them, and I can make an informed decision after that.
We can make a decision.
All right. So we'll have to watch some videos and then play that other one. So
yeah.
Cool. All right. Before we wrap up, final thoughts for the night. I think I'm ready to play some games. I think I'm ready to give some second chances.
Yeah, I'm ready to give some of your second chances first chances.
Yeah.
You've talked me into them with your great stellar reviews.
I agree. I'm definitely willing to do some second chances of your games.
My games.
There you go. See?
My games. All right. Well, I don't know. I mean, Moon Colony Bloodbath, maybe. Again, Spirit Island. I just feel like I don't know. I don't know. Wayfarers, I totally messed that one up, but I couldn't even talk about that one. I was just giving random things about it. So, but
I want to try Moon Colony Bloodbath. That just sounds like a cool thought, like just science project right there. That's interesting. I'm gonna try that.
All right. All right,
Sounds
so
good.
that's our show for the end of the night. Thank you very much. Please remember to like, subscribe, share. I can't even talk right now. It's so late. Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family, tell that family friend that, hey, watch our show, listen to our show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. We really appreciate all your support. And once again, may the dice rolls be ever in your favor. Have a good night.
Can we do it?